Hello, I hope you guys are all doing great. This is the nail art design we're going to be working on today. Let's get started. I'm going to be showing you both nail art designs over my thumbnail. We're going to begin with the floral zebra nail. I began this design by painting my entire nail with this nail polish color by CoverGirl, and it's called Blush in Ivory. Once your background completely dries, it's time to begin painting the zebra stripes. I'm painting my zebra stripes in the color black, and I started on both opposite sides of my fingernails. And the trick for these zebra stripes is to begin by adding pressure to your brush and little by little loosening the pressure so that you end in a thinner line, a thinner tip. And basically that's all I'm doing, side to side, coming in from the sides and just making those zebra stripes. It's up to you to decide how you want to paint them. These are very fun. You can also go side to side over your nail. So I'm just going to continue adding my zebra stripes. Now it's time to paint the flower. I'm going to be using these two acrylic paints, one's by Americana called Royal Fuchsia and the other one's by Apple Barrel called Antique White. This is the brush brand and size I'm going to be using to paint my flower, and this is what the tip looks like. I'm going to dip half of my brush in the fuchsia color and the other half in the ivory color. And now I'm just going to blend these colors together over my little plate. This will assure me that my brush is fully loaded. I'm going to dip one more time, half in the fuchsia, half in the ivory, and just blend these colors over my little plate. This also helps my colors have a nice blend. I'm going to dip one last time, and my brush is ready. I'm going to start over the corner of my nail. I'm just going to begin swooshing that brush back and forth. I'm painting my first flower petal. This technique does take practice, but just remember that if the flowers don't come out right the first time, you can go over them a second time, just like I'm doing here. I wanted my color to be a lot more vibrant and a lot smoother looking, so I'm just going over it, doing the same exact thing. That's the great thing about acrylic paints, that if you're not happy the first time, you can go over them as many times as you need to. Now I'm going to be painting my second flower petal, and I'm just going a little bit towards the side, and I'm going to bring this one out a little bit more towards the center of my nail. So I'm just swooshing my brush back and forth. It's great to practice this technique over a piece of paper. It really helps a lot. And there's my second flower petal. Now I'm going to move over to my third flower petal, and I'm going to start by tilting my brush sideways, and I'm just going to begin doing the same exact thing. I'm bringing my brush, swooshing it sideways. And if you're not happy, like I said, again, just remember, you can always go over it again. I'm going to go over this one more time, just so it could be a little bit smoother. So I'm just doing the same exact thing, swooshing my brush back and forth, making sure that there's a nice blend of the two colors. And that's it. Followed by this, I'm going to be outlining my flower with the ivory color. This just defines the flower petals a little bit more, and it just makes them look a little bit three-dimensional. Now I'm going to use the color black, and I'm just going to be striping outwards from the center, coming out towards the outer corners of the flower petals. This is the color I chose for my center, but any color of your choice will work great. Followed by this, I'm going to be painting two little stems, starting from the center of the flower, stemming outwards. And in the corner of these stems, I'm going to be painting a series of yellow dots. I'm going to do the same exact thing to both of these. Also in the center of my flower, I'm going to be adding a series of yellow dots as well. And that's it for this nail art design. Apply your top coat and it's complete. Now let's move over to the pink nail art design. I began by applying this nail polish color by Wet n Wild, and it's called Dreamy Poppy, over my entire nail. Followed by this, I'm going to be using this glitter polish by Sinful Colors, and it's called Pinky Glitter. I'm just going to be applying this glitter polish over the tips of my nail, and whatever's left over on my brush, I'm going to bring it down to about halfway down my nail. Next, I'm going to be using this Apple Barrel color called Leaf Green to paint a couple of stripes. It's the same color I used for my flower design. I'm going to be painting a green stripe on the upper left corner of my nail, and I'm just going to be curving it. I'm going to paint a second green stripe a little bit towards the center of my nail, and I'm just going to be striping it, coming in towards the opposite side. The last step for this nail art design is to apply a little strand of yellow dots going downwards, and that's it. That's how you're going to get this nail art design done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and try out this nail art design using your favorite colors. Be safe and I'll see you next time. Bye!